Gemini, welcome to Carol's Universe Tarot Readings, Tarot Readings from the Heart. So we're going to do your June 2019 reading, and we're going to do I'm doing a new spread for you guys. I found it online. I really like this spread a lot. Really good. So we're using, for this particular spread, I'm using 4 different decks all in one, and I'm doing it because I just like the way that the cards kind of gel together. I'm using for the first 2 parts of the reading, the Before Tarot. Really love this deck. It shows everything what happens a moment before the actual Rider-Waite events take place. Really good. And what I like with using the Before and the After Tarot, I've got both decks, is that you really have to use your intuition. It makes you work. Really love that deck. So we're going to use that one. We're also going to do Gemini, the Druid Craft Tarot deck. Love the Druid Tarot deck as well. All cards really make you work your intuition, to be honest with you, but this is such a beautiful deck. It's quite simple as well to kind of figure out. We're also going to use the Mystic Mondays Tarot, Grace Duong. Amazing, beautiful cards. We're going to use those. Again, another one of those decks that makes you think, what is this card trying to say? What is the picture? Because I read intuitively, but I also read like visually as well, looking at the picture and thinking, what are they trying to say through that illustration? Finally, we're going to also use the Twin Tarot Oracle. This is one of my newest decks. It's really good. It's just made up of the major cards, but it has 40 odd cards in here because for example, the Fool, you can see here, there's a picture of the Fool closing his ears, and there's one of him kind of, you know, embracing and opening himself up. Well, one is the light side, so we've got 2 Fool cards in here. One will show the light side of the Fool, one shows the dark side of the Fool. The dark side is almost like the reversal, so that's why I really like that deck. So let's make a start here, and what we're going to do is we're going to focus on your current self and also your theme of the month, all right? And we're going to use the Before Tarot for this. So Universe Spirit, here is Gemini in the month of June 2019. Okay, and can you show me what will the theme of the month be for Gemini? What will the theme of the month be for Gemini in June 2019? Okay, right, so we've got those there. And then we're going to have a look at what your key goals will be. Okay, and the obstacles to overcoming a major accomplishment. So what will be the key goals for Gemini in the month of June 2019? What will be their key goals? So that's card 1. And what are the obstacles that they need to overcome? What will be the obstacles that Gemini needs to overcome? Card 2. And card 3, please, Universe. Can you show me what will be the major accomplishment? What will be Gemini's major accomplishment in the month of June 2019? Actually, it's your birthday month, so happy birthday. I think that it's your birthday now, isn't it? Is that right? Where are we now? Yeah, it's your birthday. Happy birthday. Sorry, Gems. Happy birthday, my darlings. Let's have a look at these cards here. Universe Spirit, can you show me what is it that Gemini, in 2 cards, what does Gemini need to avoid in June 2019? Oopsie daisy, 2 just came out here. Wow. Okay, right. Take those out. I know what those are now. I hate it when I see the cards flip out and I can see what they are, because I like to be surprised like you guys are. Okay, for the reading. Okay, anyway, 2 of those flipped out together, so I've taken those. And can you tell me what is it that Gemini needs to embrace? What do they need to embrace? Okay. And where can Gemini find support? Okay. And finally, in 2 cards through the... Oh, that one came out. One more card then, please, through the Twin Tarot Oracle. What is the advice and encouragement along with the first that came out? Okay, there we go. Right, we've got all our cards down. And I'm going to show you the cards now, guys. So, Gemini, who are you in June 2019? Well, you're Death. I mean, you're ready, aren't you? You're ready to go for it. That's who you are. All right, now you can see on this Death card, it's not much difference really, except for the people aren't there. He's just about to go to the people. So he's one step, it's one moment before he sees the priest and the child on the floor, before he kind of, you know, pass his sentence over the people in front of him. It's a tricky card to work this one out intuitively in a way, because death is death, and he's, you know, no matter how you see him, he's on his horse and he's ready for, you know, he's ready to go. But I just feel that really this is a card saying that you guys are really, you know, your current self, you're transforming, you're ready for a transformation. He's one step before he gets to the people that he's going to transform. So you're ready to transform. You're ready now to make some changes. And I think that these are going to be kind of definite changes for you, Gemini, with you guys show. Your current self is death. So you're going through a personal transformation anyway. And some of you guys are really ready to kind of, you know, move forward. You're ready to close the door on a past situation and to move forward into something new with the death energy showing here. What is the theme for the month for you guys? Well, the theme is a relationship, the Two of Cups. Now you can see these two people, the cup is above their heads. They're thinking about it. They're not clanking glasses just yet. So the theme for the month, I think the theme for the month is that there is a relationship, there's a partnership that some of you guys are thinking about because it's in front of their heads. It's almost like, can you think about, you know, like you get those thought bubbles. The cups are like thought bubbles above their heads. So just before these two people decide to agree and sign the papers and kind of, you know, shake hands and make that pleasure, thinking about it with the cup energy. Both have kind of love on their minds because the Ace of Cups is about love. So the theme for the month might be that some of you guys have love on your minds, but you're thinking about, you're not quite with someone just yet. You're thinking about partnering up with someone or getting with someone with this Two of Cups energy. But I get the impression, Gemini, that you're not quite there yet. Okay, so the theme for the month is about a relationship. And this is why I think that for yourselves, guys, you're going through a deep transformative stage. Because I think the current theme for the month might be to do with a partnership, a relationship here. It doesn't have to be love, but there's definitely a partnership on your mind. You're thinking about kind of taking your cup, and also usually on the Two of Cups there's two people who are exchanging the cup, so you're thinking about exchanging emotions, your feelings, because these two cups above their heads, they're their own personal feelings. So some of you guys, the theme for the month is that you're thinking about exchanging feelings with another individual. It doesn't have to be romantic, it could be to tell someone how you feel about a certain thing, but I think the theme for the month is all about exchanging feelings, and you're going through a personal transformative stage. What is the key goal for the month for you guys? Well, to get justice, to get your rewards with the justice energy. Some of you guys, it's to right a wrong, it's to get the rewards, it's to have something being put back into balance. This could be something legal with the justice energy here, because justice is all about the scales being balanced. So your goal for the month, your key goal might be getting something balanced, getting something harmonized in your life, getting justice on a situation. Maybe there's been an injustice, Gemini, and what you want is for something now to be righted, because justice will right a wrong, you know, with the justice energy. For some of you guys, it's simply to get your justice in a situation. Okay, maybe you've been treated unfairly, or maybe a lie's been told on you. Okay, maybe somebody cheated on you, maybe somebody hurt you. You'll want your justice on that. Whatever it is that's occurred within your life that you haven't had no completion on, the Justice card says the key goal for you guys in June will be to get completion. So in a good way. So this is positive completion. I feel the focus will be on positive completion of a matter in the month of June 2019. Gemini, also for some of you guys with the Justice energy, it's literally to make a decision. Okay, a decision that's going to benefit you in the best way. What is it that you need to overcome? What's the obstacle that you need to overcome? The High Priestess. So I feel the obstacle is your intuition, because High Priestesses mean intuition. Alright, so your obstacle that you need to overcome is your intuition, because I think that your intuition is on par for some of you guys. The High Priestess can also be another individual. This can be somebody who holds secrets. Maybe for some of you guys, the obstacle is a secret was held back from you. Maybe you need to overcome that with the High Priestess energy. But I feel more than anything, and I don't always run to the intuitive explanation for the High Priestess, because she's not always about intuition. She's about silence as well. Alright, she can be about passiveness and fear. But more than anything, I think the obstacle is your intuition. Some of you guys are kind of, and especially if the Justice energy, the key goal is to make a decision that benefits you in the best way. It might be that the obstacle to be overcome is making, if you're going to make a decision here, maybe you need to break through what your intuition is trying to tell you. Because I think some of you guys, you have some form of an intuitive block going on, and that's what needs to be overcome with the High Priestess. What's the major accomplishment for the month for you, Geminis? What are you accomplishing? The Five of Wands is the major accomplishment, which is interesting. So, you know, how do you accomplish the Five of Wands? Because the Five of Wands is all about a conflict. It's not reversed, so it doesn't say that you're overcoming the conflict. Alright, so I feel the accomplishment is that, you know, you're standing your ground. Five of Wands is all about standing your ground. It's all about facing up to others. So I feel the major accomplishment is a war. It's an argument. And I feel that if you have had some form of argument or disagreement with an individual here, Gemini, I feel that what you're accomplishing this month is making your point of view known. Because the Five of Wands is all about not backing down from a fight. It's a challenge, and you're accomplishing, you know, an idea. You're accomplishing your own kind of place within a conflict here. Because you're not backing down. It's not reversed, so I really wouldn't read this as saying, well, you're accomplishing overcoming a conflict, you know. I couldn't read it like that because it's not reversed. And the reverse of this card for me says we are overcoming a conflict. Finally, something is settling down. But this is the accomplishment, the Five of Wands energy. But also the Five of Wands is all about making yourself visible to others, you know. Because the Five Wands usually show five boys or, you know, a group of people who are all fighting against each other. Alright, there's a conflict here of ideas, alright. Five people all clanging their wands in the air, no one willing to back down. Alright. So I feel that you're accomplishing some form of standing within a group of people. I think people are going to see just how strong you are, Gemini. Yeah, with the Five of Wands energy. I think people are going to see just how strong you are. They're going to see that you don't mess about and you don't play about. People are going to see just how serious you are. And I think that people are literally going to be taking you seriously. The word contender comes up to me with this card. So you're accomplishing a place of strength. You're showing yourself to be a real contender in an area. Perhaps it's an area that you work in. With the Five of Wands energy, Gemini, you're accomplishing a place alongside others. The Five of Wands could be five major contenders. Maybe you're accomplishing your place within a group of very strong, authoritative individuals. People are recognizing you as being one amongst five major contenders, that type of thing. I think that you're accomplishing a major position within a group of people, I would say, with that card, Gemini, in June 2019. What is it you need to avoid, though? So the first card to show up is, that wasn't the first one that came out, the Wheel of Fortune reverse. You need to avoid the Wheel of Fortune. Getting stuck in the Eight of Swords. So you guys need to avoid getting stuck in your own head. Because the Wheel of Fortune means it can't change. The wheel can't go round. So it means that if the Wheel of Fortune stops, it's just like a wheel that gets clogged. It can't move. The machinery can't move. And then you've got your Eight of Swords, which represents mental blockages. So getting stuck in your head, getting stuck in one way of seeing things. Getting stuck in negative thought practices with the Eight of Swords. The Eight of Swords is all about negative thought patterns, and you're getting stuck with the wheel being reversed. So some of you guys really need to avoid getting stuck in a negative thought pattern. You know, thinking that things are going to go bad, or thinking things aren't going to go the way that you want them, or, you know, if there's something that's happened and it looks like it's a difficult mountain to climb, or it looks like it's going to be something that you can't get over, then saying to yourself with the Eight of Swords energy, I don't know how I'm going to get through this. My hands are tied, and getting stuck with that, with the wheel. So your advice in terms of what you need to avoid is getting stuck in negative, you know, thought patterns with the Eight of Swords energy. You need to avoid that for the month. What is it that you need to embrace, Gemini? The Two of Wands. You need to embrace a new direction. And you also need to embrace the idea that you have strength and dominion over your path, over your way forward. And that's where some of you guys are getting stuck. You're getting stuck in negative thought practices, negative thought patterns. Some of you guys are getting stuck because you feel stuck. You need to avoid the wheel. Also, with the Wheel of Fortune in the upright, for me, this is all about creating one's own destiny and fortune. In the reverse, you might feel a lack of power to do that. So you need to avoid just kind of standing still and feeling that you have no autonomy, Eight of Swords, no strength to create change. Because the Wheel of Fortune reverse means no changes, or change is delayed. So, and this is you delaying your own destiny, delaying your own ability to create change. Wheel of Fortune reverse. By saying to yourself, my hands are tied with the Eight of Swords. I have no way that I can move forward. And that's why the universe is saying, well, you need to avoid doing that, because you need to embrace that you have the power to make change with the Two of Wands. You have a whole life ahead of you, Gemini. And you need to embrace this path. You need to embrace the vision for the future. You need to know that the gate is open and you just need to step through it, which is what you're not doing here with the Eight of Swords, because you feel that your hands are tied. You need to embrace doing that, Gemini. All right, so for June, it's your birthday month anyway, Gemini, but you need to avoid being in a negative mindset. All right, getting stuck, Wheel of Fortune reverse, in a negative mindset, Eight of Swords. And you need to embrace the Two of Wands. Embrace looking at the future. You need to embrace the idea of putting plans into action. Remember, it's wand energy. Wands are about movement and taking action. And you guys need to embrace the idea that you can take action now. It's time to take action and move forward. Okay? It's time to move forward. Lay down some new plans with the Two of Wands energy. And also, some of you guys need to embrace taking an alternative route. Because the Two of Wands, when you get Two of Wands, it's all about the alternative. So what's the alternative route? So if you guys need to avoid getting stuck in a negative mindset, maybe you need to embrace as well, in order to do that, to avoid that, you need to embrace taking an alternative route. If one route isn't working for you, you need to take the other. Embrace the backup plan for some of you guys. What is the help that's available to you? The help and support. The Nine of Wands is the help and support that's available to you. Alright? Now, the Nine of Wands, if you look at this guy, which I find very interesting on this card, he's ready to launch. He's ready to launch those wands, those ideas. Alright, with the Nine of Wands energy. So the help and support that could be available to you, Gemini, maybe there's somebody here who has an arsenal of resources, an arsenal of ideas that you can tap into. To me, this is internet, downloads. Because when you're releasing something, it's almost like a Nine of Cups. You know, thinking about your dreams, your wishes, and your dreams and wishes coming to fruition. That's the download. Universe downloading all of those dreams and wishes to you. The same with the Nine of Wands on this particular deck. Alright, yeah, this is a card that suggests protection though as well. Can you see those the 8 wands here? He's ready to launch an attack. This is all about protection. This is all about somebody who is bodyguarding you, protecting you. So the help that you have as well for the month is protection. Nine of Wands energy. You are protected from any harm. Okay, you are surrounded with protection, whether this be friends, whether this be angels, whether this be God. Whoever it is, you have protection. Remember, the Nine of Wands is a bodyguard within the tarot. So you guys are actually protected. Nine of Wands energy. And you're protected from any harm. And that could be whoever it is. If I were to look at this card and say it's about launching something, it looks like he's ready to launch, I would say that maybe the help that's available to you, it could be internet stuff. You just need to download it with that Nine of Wands energy as well. What is the advice and encouragement for the month? Well, your advice and encouragement for the month is the Emperor and the Hierophant. Isn't that funny? And they're both the light. No, the Hierophant is the dark side of the Hierophant. Hierophants, when they're the dark side reverse cards, they talk about bad advice. Okay. Bad advice, lack of knowledge, Hierophant energy, lack of tradition, not adhering to the status quo, Hierophant energy showing there. Okay, not taking advice. I feel the advice for the month is the Emperor. The Emperor is somebody who has authority. Okay, this person has authority. This person has status. The Emperor is about putting things into order. The Emperor is about security, stability. The Emperor is about standing your ground. It's about strength, remaining strong. One good, one bad. I feel that the advice with the Emperor and this Hierophant, all intents and purposes being reversed, Gemini, is to take a stand against false prophets. Because the Hierophant reversed, or the Hierophant as it stands, the dark side, is the false prophet. And you are the Emperor, I believe, here. I think the advice, Gemini, is to take a stand against false prophets. Alright? And when I talk about false prophets, these are people that come to you in the guise of the Hierophant in the light, giving you good advice, or what they deem to be good advice, or people who come to you with kindness, who say, I want to support you, I want to help you, but really have their own intentions at heart. It's all about them and very less about you. So the advice for the month is take a stand. I think you're the Emperor. Take a stand against false prophets. Okay? Take a stand against false prophecies, things that are not real. People who are wolves in sheep's clothing. Do things your own way as well. Because the Hierophant reversed, or the Hierophant on the dark, is all about not adhering to tradition. Doing things your own way, breaking away from the church, or breaking away from tradition. So some of you guys, the advice might be, well, stand in your power. Or the advice might be, you have the power, because Emperors are powerful. You have the power with the Emperor energy to do things your own way as well with the Hierophant, the dark side of the Hierophant. I.e. the Hierophant reversed to all intents and purposes. And I'm going to read it that way. The advice is you have the power, Emperor, to do things in your own way. Hierophant, dark side. You don't have to do things the way that people want you to do them. You don't have to do things according to other people's laws. You can do things in your own way and still make an impact. Alright? You don't have to kind of follow other people's ideas. Alright? Because the Hierophant is all about, when it's upright, or on the light side, it's about institutionalism. It's about structure. But in the reverse, or the dark side, means we don't do things the way that other people do them. We do them according to our own laws. We break away and create our own religion. We are no longer a part of an institutionalized, systematic religion. We're doing things our own way. So, take your power back, Gemini, and do things in your own way. You don't have to belong to a part of a system. And for some of you guys, it might be that because the month says what you're accomplishing is the Five of Wands. Recognition. People take you seriously here, I feel, with the Five of Wands energy. It's not overcoming a fight, it's being a part of it. So you're recognised for your strength. For the fact that you're willing to stand up for your beliefs. And you're accomplishing recognition for all of those things. And this could definitely tie in with the advice being, stand in your power and do things in your own way. Hierophant, stand against systems and institutionalized modes of thought, you know, because you need to avoid, Gemini, getting stuck in a negative mindset and embrace the path that is before you. If one way doesn't work, take the alternative route. Because you are protected for the month. You are protected against any harm coming to you, Gemini. It's a really nice reading. It's a very good month. We're going to quickly do this reading again before we finish, just so you guys know the lowdown. So for the month, you guys are death. You're going through a very deep, personal, spiritual, physical transformation. The theme for the month is thinking about a partnership. Some of you guys, the theme might be that you're thinking of sharing your feelings or your love with someone else. However, the advice for the month is the Emperor. Some of you guys need to stay away from false prophets. If your intuition, because I do feel that your intuition is blocked. And the obstacle that you need to overcome is the High Priestess, your intuition, because you've got blocked intuition here. And this might be why the theme for the month is thinking about either connecting with someone, going into partnership with someone, sharing your feelings with someone, while the obstacle might be that you need to overcome is that this is blocked. You need to kind of get out of your own way, get out of your own head, because some of you guys need to avoid getting stuck in a negative mindset. So what is it you want to do? You know, for some of you guys, is getting involved with someone, is it good or is it bad? Which way do you want to go? But the universe is advising you, if this doesn't feel right, stand in your power and avoid false prophets. If you feel that something's not the real deal, don't go for it. However, if you feel it's the right thing to do, but you're just not sure what other people may think, well, stand in your power and do things your own way. That Emperor and the Hierophant effectively reversed. Your goals for the month are justice, to get your rewards, to make positive decisions that are going to benefit you and others around you, to finally achieve completion. However, you need to overcome the obstacle of your intuition. You are achieving the Five of Wands, notoriety, not even notoriety, but recognition for your strength, for your purpose. You need to avoid getting stuck in a negative mindset, guys, and embrace a new path and taking a new direction. Some of you guys might be blocked from getting in a relationship. Your intuition may be blocked because you're afraid. You're afraid to go out there and maybe form a new partnership with someone. But if that's the case, don't be afraid to do it, I think this is saying. All right. Also recognise if one thing doesn't work, another thing will do. Two of Wands. And just know that the help provided is the Nine of Wands. This could be a friend. This could be a colleague. This could be an establishment. You are protected. Okay? So you guys are also being given the resources to attack or fight something here. Could be something legal, especially if you're hoping your key goal is to get justice as well. Very interesting reading for the month, Gemini. I'd like to say thanks ever so much for joining me on Carol's Universe. You can also check out your week ahead reading, which is sitting next door. I'd like to say thanks ever so much for joining me, guys, and have a great week and month. Take care. Bye-bye.